Welcome to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. I'm your host, Francy Hall, and today we have a great show for you. We have a special guest. We're going to be talking to the Owatonna Lions Club about Pies for Eyes, and we'll have a special guest for that segment. And also, we're going to be talking with St. Paul's Episcopal Church. They have their 75th Annual Bazaar coming up, so we'll be talking about that. First, it is Friday, and so we would like to take this time and thank our sponsors who make this show possible, who do so much for our community. We appreciate them. Our premier sponsors are the City of Owatonna, Express Employment Professionals, Owatonna Public Utilities, and United Way of Steele County. Our primary sponsors are Amy Swain Hearing Centers, Brookdale Senior Living Solutions, Little Theater of Owatonna, and the Owatonna Foundation. Our interlude sponsors are Abraham Consulting Technologies, Bremer Bank, Brenda Bednar Mortgage Office, Glenn Mager and Michael Mager of Brickmager Funeral Home and Medford Funeral Home, Carlson Brandstad and Company CPAs, ERA Gillespie Real Estate, Fairview Animal Medical Center, Horizon Eye Care, Clancher & Son Landscaping and Concrete, Owatonna Business Incubator, Steele County Historical Society, Steele County Transitional Housing, the Third Hand Video Productions, and TPS Insurance. We hope that you support these Owatonna businesses. They support us. They are great supporters of our community, and we appreciate them. Please give them your business if you can. Also, if you are interested in being a sponsor, being a supporter of this show, and thereby a supporter of our community, please do call Leanne at 390-5751. Stay with us. We will be right back with the Owatonna Lions Club.
Hi, I'm Dr. Beth Giltvet.
And I'm Dr. Nick Vincelli of Horizon Eye Care.
We want you to see what you love and love how you see. We're proud sponsors of the Owatonna Today Show.
I needed more than just another dead-end job. I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
With the kids off to college, I decided it was time for me to go back to work and express myself.
Express got me in touch with some really great companies. Now, I'm on my way to a great career.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today.
Welcome back. We are here with Wayne Starman, Duane Ludewig, and a special guest also, Megan Copeland. And we're going to be talking about the local Owatonna Lions Club, and specifically Pies for Eyes, which is a fundraiser that's coming up. So why don't we get into, first, we'll want to talk about Pies for Eyes, but let's introduce you to everybody if people don't know Wayne Starman, right? Wayne, what do you do with the Lions Club?
I am the chairman this year for the Pies for Eyes fundraiser for the Lions Club.
Okay. How long have you been involved with the Lions Club?
Over 30 years.
Over 30 years.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a long time.
It is a long time.
And what do you do when you're not with the Lions Club? What are your
I'm
other
retired
activities?
for the most part. I still work a few hours a week at Cashwise, where I manage prior to retirement, and do a lot of volunteer work with organizations around town. So.
All right. Well, thank you for being here. And Duane, your role is president?
I am the president this year. I've been a member since 1993. I had a client of mine, I'm an independent investment advisor, and a client of mine asked me to come to a meeting, and Gordy Morrison, and so I went, and I liked what I saw, and I joined the Lions Club.
And here you are president of the club now.
Yes.
That's
Yep.
wonderful. And when you're not doing this, you said you're in...
Independent investment advisor.
Okay,
Yep.
okay, great. And Megan, how about you? How old are you, Megan?
I am 12 years old,
And
I'm in 7th grade.
You're in 7th grade. This is your first year then at junior high.
Yes, it is, and I really like it. I have a lot of friends at the junior high. The transition's going well.
I'm glad. We'll have to hear more about your transition because you had to leave Willow Creek and now you're learning a new school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, let's learn a little bit. We wanted to certainly talk about the fundraiser, and and learn more about what Megan's been up to. But let's find out a bit about the Lions Club, because it's an international club, right?
Correct. I'll just give you a little history. In 1917, there was a businessman in downtown Chicago. His name was Melvin Jones. Started the group, and his goal was to see what if people put their talents to work to improve their communities. Okay, 1922 was when our club was actually established.
Here in Owatonna?
Here in Owatonna, yeah. So we're coming up on 100 years of being a club. 1925, Helen Keller came to the Lions Convention and challenged the Lions to be Knights to the Blind. So a lot of our fundraising activities have to do with glasses and those sort of things, and helping people with sight impairments and whatnot. And recently, diabetes has gotten to be quite large in that, because diabetes is one of the leading causes of blindness in older people. Mm-hmm. All right. Fast forward to 2015, the Lions International is the largest service organization in the world, and their motto is actually "We serve." So we try to do a lot, or as much as we can here in our own local community.
And you know, it's true, because everywhere you go, every single town that I can recall going into, when you drive into town and they have all those service members club, there's always a Lions Club. And it's so neat, though, that you've been around so long, and you're a national organization, but you're very focused. You serve, but you're very focused also on this issue of sight, isn't that right?
We try to keep as much funds here as the local level as we can.
Well, let's talk about the local level a little bit. So, Wayne, what do we do locally? What is the Lions Club? How do we serve locally?
One of the big reasons for our fundraiser, this is our major one for the year, we sponsor 2 $500 scholarships through the National Honor Society and the banquet in the next spring. There is an essay contest that has just ended for high school students that we fund. There is the contest that Megan is involved in, and that ends, I believe, the 15th of November. And then we also donate through the schools if there's a young child or a child in the program who needs assistance with a pair of glasses or whatever, we will donate, or we will purchase those glasses in some cases to make sure that student is learning, with the use of the glasses. Mm-hmm. So, well, then also part of our money goes to the state organization through a program called the Parade of Green, and involved in that is the leader dog program, where they train the animals to assist individuals, and then research at the University of Minnesota. And as Duane said, now they've moved a little bit into the diabetes area because of the connection between the eyes and issues and diabetes. So. Sure.
I mean, I actually know a friend of mine who had a seizure, and she ended up having a coma, and she lost her sight. Mm-hmm. And she is from diabetes. So, right. Yeah.
So the fundraisers, part of it funds those activities for us.
So we're doing some pretty serious things to help people who aren't sighted and who have sight but need those glasses or other things to see better. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's really neat. And so tell me about, you said that Megan is involved in an essay contest.
Right. The essay contest last year, Megan was the winner at our local level. She won at district, and then
the multiple
district also. So we're pleased to have her with us this morning, and she's going to read her winning speech from last year, her winning essay. So.
And Megan, we're gonna be pleased to be able to hear you read your speech and also, or your essay, and also, are you writing an essay for this year's contest?
Yes, I've written it, and now I'm working on editing it and changing it so that it'll be all ready to go for this year.
And how do you do that? Do you do it by hand, or do you do it on a computer?
I do it on what we call a brailler, and it has 6 keys on it, and you use the 6 keys for letters. So each letter is a combination of the 6 keys.
Okay, kind of like a stenographer in court.
A what?
Well, that's something new that you can learn about it. We'll talk about that. There's a machine called a stenography machine, and they also have very few keys that have multiple letters on them. Well, so we're going to have you read your essay from last year. What was the essay contest that you won? What was the title for this?
The theme for last year was peace, love, and understanding.
Would you read your essay for us?
I definitely would.
Thank you. Let's go ahead and do that.
Peace, Love, and Understanding. My Perspective by Megan Copeland. Peace among everyone, love among family, and understanding among friends will describe my perspective of these three topics. One of the main themes throughout my essay is that you always have to be gentle and nice to other people. Peace, love, and understanding are all things you will have to know how to display throughout your life. Peace to me means to treat others the way you would like to be treated. I treat people with respect, so they treat me with respect. If you are nice to someone, they will probably be nice to you. If someone is feeling left out, include them. If someone is alone, talk to them. Peace is the opposite of fighting. Fighting will never help you or a situation. Peace makes the world a better place. Love is important. People such as my family members have shown me love in many different ways. Love to me means a number of different things. Love can mean that you are just there for each other. Based on that, I think love sometimes can be trying to make someone feel better when they are sad. Sometimes all they would need is a hug and kiss. Hugs and kisses are both signs of love. In fact, at night, me and my family give each other a hug and kiss to show that we love each other. Love makes a happy family. Let me describe how my friends show understanding to me. My friends show me understanding in a few ways. My friends hang out with me and are willing to help me with things. My friends understand that I am different because I can't see. I read Braille, not print. I use a brailler, not a pencil. I read with my fingers, not with my eyes. I use a cane to help me get around. My friends understand that I am different, but they don't treat me like I'm different. Understanding differences can make you new friends. We know that peace means treating others with respect. Be nice to people so that they will be nice to you. Being mean will get you nowhere. How do you show peace? Making someone feel better is something you can do to show love, or you can show your love with a sign of affection. How do you show your family love? My friends understand I use different tools to read, write, and get around with. They understand I'm different. We are all different in our own ways. How do you show understanding to your friends? You should display peace, love, and understanding throughout your life.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Megan. And yeah, here's an audience. Yeah. Megan, how long did it take you to write that?
Couple weeks, I'd say.
It's very well written.
Thank you.
What's your favorite topic in school? Tough one, huh?
I really like school, and I like English, reading, writing. I love science.
And now you're in a new school. How have you adapted to getting around in school?
Really well, actually.
Do you have people showing you around, or how do you learn your way around?
Jeannie, she's my O&M instructor, stands for Orientation and Mobility. Okay. So she comes on Mondays and Thursdays, and she helps me learn how to get around the school independently.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. We have to wrap up really quickly. Let's let everybody know about Pies for Eyes. When is it, and how do we get our pies?
For any of your listeners, you can go to contact any member of the Owatonna Lions Club. You can contact me at home, phone number 451-6796. You can go to the chamber information also, and our Lions Club information will be on there.
Okay.
So we would urge support for the program so we can continue to fund these projects.
Okay, and we need to order our pies by November 16th?
November 16th, Monday, November 16th is the final day, and the pick of the pies would be that Saturday, the 21st of November, and the east entrance of the Eagles Club.
Support the Lions Club and what they support by Pies for Eyes. Thank you so much. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors with the St. Paul's Episcopal Church 75th Annual Bazaar.
United Way is all about
seniors live life with purpose and dignity,
building a community of opportunity, painting a brighter tomorrow, supporting all people in times of need,
bringing neighbors together,
investing in the building blocks of education, income, and health.
Please join us and all Napa Distribution Center employees by giving generously, advocating for a better quality of life, and volunteering your time. We all win when we live united.
Hi, this is Eric with the West Hills Tennis and Fitness Center. A heated swimming pool, sauna, running track, cardio room, basketball court, weight room, and 6 tennis courts are among the amenities you can enjoy at our facility. We have a variety of membership packages available to meet the needs of everyone, or you can simply drop in for the day. Stop out today and take advantage of all we have to offer. West Hills Tennis and Fitness, encouraging and promoting a healthy lifestyle.
Amy Swain Hearing Centers is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Dr. Amy Swain, and I want everyone to hear better.
Hi, I'm Brenda with the Mortgage Office of Brenda Bednar, aligned with American Mortgage and Equity Consultants, where closings feel right from the beginning. I'm a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
I'm Deb Gillard. And I'm Shawn McNulty with Brookdale Owatonna Senior Living Solutions. We are assisted living and Alzheimer's and dementia care communities here in Owatonna, and formerly known as Clare Bridge and Sterling House. And we are proud sponsors of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. We are now joined by women from St. Paul's Episcopal Church talking about the bazaar, Myrtle Brittain and Diane Spitzack. Hello.
Hello.
This is the Diamond Jubilee. Is that what this is?
Yes, 75 years.
75 years. And how long, Myrtle, how long have you been involved with St. Paul's Episcopal Church?
I came here in the spring of 1972, and we went to that church, and I've been involved with the bazaar probably ever since, every year since then.
And oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No.
And your role with the women's group?
I'm the president this year of the women's group at St. Paul's. So, and it's small but busy.
Small but mighty.
Yeah, that's true too.
How about you, Diane? How long have you been with St. Paul's?
About 20 years. In September it was 20 years. My husband and I were married there, and we just liked the church so much, and we've been there for 20 years.
20 years.
Mm-hmm. And I've been involved with the women's club just about that long as well.
Mm-hmm. So. And the women's club, what does the women's club do?
The first women's club, if you want a little bit of history, was formed in 1899, and it was called the Ladies' Aid Society, and they were to help with anything that needed help around the church. That was their goal at that time. And they continued in that for quite a while, and so in the early 1900s, small groups of women got together. They were called guilds, and maybe this group liked to meet in the morning, another group at a different time during the day. So they all had their own little sales to raise money for the church. And in about 1940, it was suggested that they join together and just have one big sale. And that was a little hard to take for a few years, but eventually they formed a committee that would oversee all of the guilds and make it one group, and they made their bazaar a center point of what they would do during the year for the church. And so in those days, the bazaar was on a Tuesday, and it ran from 9:30 in the morning until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And sometimes even in the evening for the women who started to work during the 40s and couldn't come in the day, they'd open in the evening again so that they could have a chance to buy what they wanted to buy.
So the history is really, wow, that's really rich. And,
yeah.
And it's changed now because it's on the weekend.
Yes, it's on a Saturday now, and that didn't take place until maybe 10 years ago or so, when we realized that was a better time to have it than now. Always a lunch was served. If it was a lunch, it was just sandwiches or soup, and always cookies. But sometimes if they opened in the evening, they had a bigger dinner, more of a dinner type meal. But mostly it was the cookies and the sandwiches. And then we decided maybe we change that. Now we have a delicious quiche lunch that is open to everybody to come and buy their ticket and get in. And it's served from about 11 o'clock until 12:30 on the Saturday of the bazaar. And as it goes on, during the earlier years, St. Paul's was one of the very few places that held the bazaar. And then in the 70s, that seemed to be a good thing, and more bazaars opened. So we're still there, we're still doing well, and hope you'll come and see us on the 14th.
And maybe the longest lasting bazaar in
town. That is what we've gathered from talking to other people in the community.
It's the oldest church in town and the oldest bazaar. What are the kinds of things that would be sold at those bazaars historically? Do you have that information?
Well, a lot of the time was spent doing a lot of sequining, or ornaments that were sequined, stockings that had sequin ornaments on them, and tree skirts that people put under their trees. And we still have the patterns for some of those things in a booklet down in the cabinet in Brown Hall.
At church?
Yes, at church, yes.
There are tons of old booklets, and the Women's Guild has old booklets too, don't they? How long do those go back? Do you know?
Into the best ones are in the late 50s, and from the late 50s up in 5 minutes.
So is this going to be, is any of that stuff going to be on display?
Yes, it will be, yes.
So what else? Let's talk about that, the bazaar coming up. Sure. What are we going to see at the bazaar? I mean, obviously we can buy handicrafts and things like that, but let's get into that.
Okay, sure. Well, what we will have this year, of course, is we always have a bakery. The ladies of St. Paul's are great bakers, and so we will have pies, cookies, breads. I know there's a group of ladies getting together to make lefse this year, which is a new thing for us.
It is.
So, and we will try to be aware of people with dietary needs, and so that if something's sugar-free or gluten-free, we want to make sure we mark that so those coming to buy will know that. We have handmade crafts, some of them which you'll see here. And a new thing we're doing this year is we're adding some antiques and collectibles in along with our handmade gifts and crafts. We also have, of course, our brunch from 10:30 to 12:30 with its quiche, strawberry spinach salad, pumpkin muffins, and a dessert and coffee. So that's been very, very popular.
How much does that cost?
That is $7.
$7
for the quiche luncheon.
Okay.
And then our donation drawing is another thing we like to do. This year we have one of our main features is this beautiful Afghan that was a award-winning Best in Show at the Steele County Free Fair by one of our very talented knitters. We will have some pottery that will be available for sale, some beautiful pottery things.
And I don't know if Leanne can get a close-up, but this is really intricate.
Yes, she can.
Yeah.
Do you need me to move it at all to make it like less light? Anyway, these are just gorgeous.
Put it down so we can see the pot behind it.
Yes,
too.
here.
And then there's this, yes, beautiful handmade.
Yeah, handmade pottery.
And then, of course, our little elephant friends are here. We've got some of those available, and aprons will be offered. Some beautiful, just
really
well done aprons.
Yes,
that will
so
be fun
fun.
aprons, and then some grocery bags or market bags.
Yep. Go green.
That's just a little of what is going to be available. So,
Sure.
And then I do want to add that there is going to be a continuous slideshow of the history of St. Paul's, showing the women and pictures of the women and some of the other things at the church. That will be going throughout the entire bazaar so that people can, at their leisure, go and watch that.
A slideshow of old photos and old news clippings. And let's thank the Third Hand Video Productions for putting that together for us.
Very thankful for that. And our placemats this year will have pictures of our past bazaars, and we'll have some posters up. So we're really going to try to advertise what we're about.
Absolutely. And so there will be history on display for this historic 75th Annual Bazaar. What is the date of the bazaar? I don't think we've said that yet.
It will be Saturday, November 14th, and that will be a week from this coming Saturday. So make sure you come. The doors are open at 9 a.m. till 1 p.m.
9 to 1, okay. What are the first things that usually go at the bazaar?
People go to the bakery, I think, generally first. Want to make sure they get their favorites, because there are people that come and look especially for things that we've had in the past.
Every year the same, a lot of similar things. But the gluten-free, is that no gluten and sugar-free, or those are good?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you say, I didn't hear it, the raffle, the drawing for this Afghan, and for what else?
Yes, the Afghan, a piece of pottery, and then Kotke's Jewelry has very graciously given us a beautiful ring to put in our raffle, so that is going to be on display.
And how much is that?
$1 a chance for the raffles.
$1 a chance for the raffle. Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you so much. Again, it's November 14th, and it starts 9 a.m., did you say? 9 to 1. Thank you for being here, Myrtle and Diane.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Yes, and everybody go to St. Paul's 75th Annual Bazaar on the 14th. Stay with us. We will be back. Actually, I'm sorry, we won't be back. We don't have time for announcements, so just know that we'd love for you to join us next week. We're going to be featuring Beds for Kids fundraiser, a tour of the new consignment shop, the Rustique, information about the Ending Homelessness lunch and breakfast taking place, and more. Come and join us then.
Hello, my name is Katie Marshall. A year ago, my family and I became homeless. We were scared and alone. Today, with the help of Steele County Transitional Housing and generous donors like you, my family and I are safely housed. I am working, going to college, paying my rent on time. My children have a warm bed to sleep in every night. My family and I are so grateful for this second chance. Please help others in need by donating to Transitional Housing today. Everyone deserves a safe place to live.
Welcome to Bremer Bank. I am Jason Iberg.
And I'm Shannon Pedersen.
Bremer is a full financial services bank.
We invite you to stop by Bremer Bank and experience the Bremer difference.
You are always welcome at Bremer.